Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about eyelash extensions. Right now, as you can see, I don't have eyelash extensions. I am wearing the Benefit Bad Gal Mascara, so if you guys would like to see my thoughts on that mascara, it'll be in my video, the one I posted previous to this one. So this video is basically going to be all about eyelash extensions, if I recommend them or not, my experiences with them because I've gotten them more than one time. And yeah, so without further ado, if you would like to see everything about eyelash extensions in my opinion, then just keep on watching. So I recently just got eyelash extensions on Thursday the 15th, and the reason I got them was because it's my birthday today on Monday the 19th, and I'm going away on Wednesday the 21st. So I wanted to have them done just for like the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. The first time I ever got extensions, eyelash extensions, it was about 2 years ago maybe. One of my friends did them because she was in school to become an esthetician, so she needed to practice. That was one of the things she was doing. She did a facial on me and my eyelashes, and she didn't do too many lashes because she was just learning, and so obviously I didn't mind them because they weren't like heavy or anything. It was just like a few, literally like maybe 20 lashes on each eye. She just did a little bit just to practice. She did it on my friend too. And they looked great. And I mean, they didn't really last very long, but honestly, I think it was just me because I didn't really take care of them. I kind of just, I would sleep on my side and my face, and like, they would rub off. I would see one on my pillow like every single day. So it was definitely just something I was doing. And I'm assuming that it was a sensitive glue because I know the sensitive glues don't last as long. So regardless, let's skip ahead to last summer. So summer of 2017. Keep forgetting what year we're in. I got my lashes done right before I went on vacation to go visit my dad. My dad lives in North Carolina, for those of you who don't know. And I went like a day or two before I left for vacation. It was like maybe 2 days before. And I loved them. I went to Amazing Lash Studio, and there's one right near me. Really natural, not heavy at all. I couldn't really see them like when I was looking, like I don't know, like it was just very, very natural. Didn't have any kind of sensitivity to them. I have very sensitive skin, and I do kind of like, even if I use a cream like on my face, like I'll start getting little hives like around here if it's irritating me. And I kind of wanted to get them redone, but I didn't at the same time because honestly, like I said, for me, it's just not something I want to do all the time and have them done all the time. I have a lot of clients that get them done and they say they can't live without them, and that's fine. Everybody has their different preferences and all, but for me, they're just not for me 24/7, 365. So let's fast forward to last Thursday, February 15th, or whenever you're watching this. It was February 15th of 2018. I got them done at a new place, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to bash this place. I don't know if it was like their fault or what happened, but I don't want to bash anybody. I just don't want to bring attention to this, too much attention to it, like unnecessary attention. I just want to let you guys know like the good or the bad of eyelash extensions. Obviously, I've been very good experiences with lashes, and then I got them done last week and I had a not so good experience with them. So for a full set, it was $120, so it's pretty expensive, I think. I'm not sure how much a full set at Amazing Lash is. I know that they charged me $80 the first time I went, but that was like a promotional thing, so I don't know how much a full set is regularly, but $120 is like pretty high. I went in, and it's a very, very cute, chic, like nice place. They do makeup, they do eyelash extensions, they do a lot of stuff, and they seem to be trained and professional. So I walked in, and the girl was like, "Hey, are you Noelle? I spoke to you earlier." Because I actually tried to cancel my appointment because I was having really bad anxiety and thinking that something was going to happen. Little did I know, it did. But that morning I was just like freaking out, and I was like, I really don't want these extensions. So I said like I couldn't make it, and they were like, well, we're going to charge you if you can't make it. And I'm like, great, I'm going to be charged $120. I might as well just get the set and see how long it lasts, and maybe I won't have a problem. So I went there, and the girl, greeted me. There wasn't like a receptionist. It was weird. She was the only girl in the salon, which kind of like almost freaked me out, which I know some places, sorry, I kicked my camera. I know some places aren't busy 24/7. Even in my salon, like there's usually a receptionist and one stylist, and sometimes I'm the only stylist for like a few hours. on certain days. And I don't know, it just almost was weird that she was the only one, no receptionist, nothing, but whatever, that's whatever. So I walk in and she was very sweet. She introduced me to herself, and yeah, everything felt normal. And then I was telling her, you know, I want a very nice, just natural, very natural set, a little bit longer than my natural lashes, just very natural, a little bit curly, nothing crazy. And she was like, okay. So then I showed her a picture of one of their photos on their Instagram, and she was like, oh my god, that's actually my best friend's lashes. I did those lashes. And I was like, that's perfect. I love how that looks. Like, do that. And they were pretty natural. So basically I'm sitting there for about 2 hours. I was told it takes about an hour and a half, but I know that if it's a first full set, sometimes it will take more than that. That's fine. When I got them done at Amazing Lash, it was 2 hours. By the way, sorry if you could hear the train. I'm not sure if you could hear that outside. It was about 2 hours each time, so that's normal to me. After about an hour and a half, this eye kind of almost started to burn. I don't even know, but she asked me, like in the middle of our appointment, if I usually have red veins on my eyelids. And I thought she said eyelids. And I was like, yeah, usually, like, you know, I have like some discolored veins or whatever on my eyelids. That's normal. She's like, okay, just making sure you're not having a reaction. Later to find out she meant my eyeballs, and I had red veins on my eyeballs, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So I got them done. I paid. I gave her a nice tip. She was very, very, very sweet. Another girl had walked in right before I was done getting mine done, and she started to do another girl's lashes. So I was like, okay, so there must be a little bit busy here, whatever. So yeah, I loved the lashes. They were a little bit long. Honestly, I liked them, but they were just very not natural. They were a little bit more dramatic than I was hoping for, but I wasn't going to say anything. I mean, I don't think you could take like each individual lash off and like make them shorter. Like, I was just like, whatever, I just got this full set. Some will fall out and maybe it'll look a little more natural in a few days. That day, it was about an hour later, me and my boyfriend went to the mall, and I felt like there was something in my left eye. I just felt like maybe an eyelash was in it, like not even a false eyelash, maybe one of my natural lashes. I felt like one of them were in it or something, and so I kept, you know, kind of like tugging on it a little bit, like kind of trying to like get it out. I couldn't get them wet for 24 hours, of course, so I couldn't put eye drops or anything. I actually just went to sleep, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go to bed early, and hopefully I'll just have my eyes closed, and maybe whatever's in my eye will be out by the next morning. So that's exactly what I did, and I didn't see anything in my eye. I looked like the whole night, and I didn't see anything in my eye, and nobody did. Everyone was like, should I blow in it, like blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I don't want my eye to tear, you know, I don't want anything to happen to the lashes, because if you get them wet in the first 24 hours, they can come out, or, you know, the glue can get in your eye because it's not like completely dry yet. In the morning, I wake up and they feel fine. Maybe into the afternoon, my boss was like, Noelle, your eyes are really red. And I was like, really? You think so? I didn't really notice. And I pulled down my eyes, and like under here was like bloodshot red. And I like freaked out, and I'm just like, why are my eyes like that? And then I was thinking, you know, I was just kind of playing with my eyes yesterday. It was mostly this one at first. I forgot to say, it was mostly this one at first. Whenever I brushed it off, I'm like, they're not that red, whatever. Like I like freaked out for a second, but then I was like, no, they're gonna be fine. Like, it's just irritated. 2 hours after that, this eye started to get kind of red. And I was like, okay, well, that's weird. Why are both of them getting red? And like my coworkers and my boss kept saying, well, your eyes are red. Like, I think you're having a reaction, or like something is going on with your eyes. And I was really kind of getting scared, but I was like going out that night with all my friends for my birthday, because it was the weekend before my birthday. And so I was like nervous, and I was like, whatever, I'm just like, I was thinking about like getting them off that night, but I was like, honestly, I got out of work at like 7 o'clock and then went to the bowling alley at 9. And if I would have went to get them off, I would have never made it to the bowling alley at 9. And I didn't want to just like ruin that night. If you have a sty, if any of you have ever had a sty before, when you close your eye really tight, it hurts. Because if there's like a little swollen, well, my eye wasn't swollen, but it definitely felt like I had a sty, and it was very uncomfortable. It was in the morning, and I had like a full book of clients. I had like 8 clients or 9 clients that day on Saturday, and I was like, how am I going to get through all these clients? And I'm not even going to lie, my eyes were so low and so red, it literally looked like I was stoned. Like, even my boss was like, you look like you're stoned. I'm like, I promise you I'm not. I don't smoke weed, like, whatever. She obviously knew it was the lashes that were irritating my eyes. But they looked horrible. Like, they didn't look good at all, and they just kept getting more and more bloodshot. And both of them, like, all underneath here was bloodshot. It was, like, gross. I don't know if you could still see. It's, like, probably just, like, a little bit pink. I'll insert pictures, obviously. The last client of the day actually canceled. I love her, but honestly, thank God she canceled and moved to the next day, because I really needed to get my lashes taken off that night. If I didn't, like, I probably would have had a bad eye infection or something. They just got really, really, really red and irritated, and it was to the point where, like, every time I blinked, they hurt. And my boss called the lash place, and she was like, yeah, she's having a really bad reaction. After this client, she's gonna come over. Please just let her get them off. And they're like, yeah, no problem. We'll take a look at them when she comes here. She can get them off if she wants. And so I walked in. The girl's like, hey, how are you? What happened? And then I showed her my eyes, and she was like, okay, we need to get those taken off. And, like, it made me so relieved, but, like, freaking out at the same time, because I was like, okay, well, obviously I'm having a reaction. Like, I've never had a reaction like this, obviously, to eyelash extensions before. So, you know, I'm sitting there. She's removing them with, like, their little remover or whatever. Like, it's like a removing gel. And then she tells me that the reason I'm having a reaction most likely is because not the eyelash itself, but because the glue is very strong, the one that they use, because they use a stronger glue so that they last longer. And she said that Amazing Lash, their lashes don't typically last very long, and that's why, because they use a sensitive glue. And I didn't know what a sensitive glue was. I didn't know that they offered that. I didn't know that they had different glue. I mean, I knew that they had, I guess, different glues, but I didn't know, like, maybe one was more sensitive than the other. I just didn't know that, because I had never done eyelash extensions. Even being a cosmetologist, I never took that class. I never did that. So I guess, long story short, I was talking to her, and she was like, yeah, it's probably just because it's not a sensitive glue. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe next time, like, wherever I go, like, I'll just ask for the sensitive glue. And she's like, yeah, you should be fine with that, whatever. And she was taking them off, and then she was like, let me know if it starts burning, because the gel, she said, was stronger than the lash glue, like the chemicals or whatever was stronger. So she's like, if they start burning, let me know. And of course, the left eye, for some reason, I guess it's more sensitive, it started burning, like, really bad. And I'm just like, okay, this one's burning. And she was like, okay, don't freak out, it's fine, it's normal, like, it's really strong, that's normal. And she put a little fan in front of my eye, and it felt a lot better. And so there was a few lashes that were very, very stubborn. So that's how you know it was, like, really good glue, because there were a few lashes that were, like, clinging on to life, to my real eyelashes. But anyway, so I got them taken off, and they just felt so much better already. I didn't ask for my money back. They did it for free, taking them off. I didn't ask for my money back. I probably should have, but at the same time, like, the girl did do a service, and it's not her fault. But I couldn't wear the lashes, so it's like I should have asked for, like, half the money back or something. But I just really, like, I'm not a big person that likes confrontation. I didn't want to, like, argue with anybody. I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna come back here. Like, maybe it's the glue, maybe it's something else. I mean, honestly, maybe her tools were dirty. I'm not sure. I think it's the lash glue. I really think it was, because she even admitted, she's like, we usually don't use a sensitive glue, and we know that Amazing Lash does. So I was like, okay, well, that's why I didn't have a reaction to the Amazing Lash glue. But I think from now on, honestly, I'm going to go to Amazing Lash. I'll insert some more pictures from Amazing Lash and then from this place. And as you can see, the place that I went to just the other day, they made them a lot longer and, like, thicker. And it was just, like, I don't know if, like, a combination of that and the glue were irritating my eyes. Maybe they were too heavy also. My eyes just felt really sore, and that's my experience with eyelash extensions. I would recommend them if you don't have a sensitivity, or if you can use a sensitive glue. I've heard a lot of horror stories about Amazing Lash Studio, but I had a really good experience there. The lashes were phenomenal and honestly lasted like 3 weeks. So when the girl at this place was like, no, they only last like a week or two, and I'm like, lashes literally lasted like 3 weeks and still looked good. It was like the 3rd week where they were coming out and kind of looking like spidery. Like, there was only like a few on my eyes after like the 3rd week. That's my experience with eyelash extensions. I'm sorry if this video is really long, but I wanted to get everything out and tell you guys my whole, like, the whole process of it and everything like that. You guys learned something from this. And are very careful, like, where you go. Make sure everybody, you know, opens their tools new, and, you know, everything is sanitized, and the lashes are, like, in, you know, a nice separate box, or they don't look used. Like, you just have to make sure that everything's clean and done properly. And if it looks like a sketchy place, just don't go there. I don't care if it's like $50 for a full set, and that's cheap. I would rather spend the money I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? So that is my experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope you learned something from this. I am gonna go on my birthday dinner now. I'm so excited. It's my birthday today. I don't know if I said that in this video, but that's it for the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!